Hey guys, Khalid here, and we just got big news regarding the PlayStation 5's SSD support. For those who don't know, the PS5 ships with about 667 gigabytes of usable storage, and that can fill up quickly, especially if you're playing popular games like Call of Duty Warzone or Cold War, as those can take up over hundreds of gigabytes respectively. Plus, when you add your PS4 library to the console, you can quickly begin to run out of space. And until now, our only solution has been to use an external hard drive or SSD to hold our games, and then we go through the process of transferring them over when we want to play them. It's an annoying inconvenience, especially as modern games continue to get larger and larger, but thankfully we got news regarding an end to this issue. Sony just released details regarding its support for M.2 NVMe storage that go inside the system and allow you to expand your storage capacity. Support for these SSDs will be coming soon, but first it'll be trialed with an update for beta testers. Now I want to preface that this information is subject to change as it'll go through beta testing with gamers enrolled in the program, but it does signify some key details you should know when buying an SSD for your PS5. All information regarding the specs and supported drives will be listed below. Let's look through the supported specs so we can see what to look for. If you're not interested in all of the details and just want a recommendation, follow the timestamp right here or in the description. So, you'll be looking for a PCIe Gen 4 M.2 NVMe SSD with the supported storage capacities ranging from 250 gigabytes to 4 terabytes. The drive will require a cooling structure such as a heatsink with specifications listed. And you have two options here. You can get a drive either configured with a heatsink already or buy your cooling structure separately. Most SSDs won't come with a heatsink, so be sure to research depending on which route you want to go with. For most people not interested in buying their own, I'd just buy the option that comes included with a heatsink and avoid any potential issues. Of course, so long as it fits. There are dimensions listed here which you can't exceed, stating it must be smaller than 110mm length, 25mm width, and 11.25mm height. Additionally, it must have a read speed of at least 5,500 megabytes per second or faster. Now, here are some additional measurements which will factor into your choice. For M.2 SSD length, it must be either 30mm, 42mm, 60mm, 80mm, or 110mm, corresponding to the form factor type. For width, a 22mm wide M.2 SSD is required, noting that the total structure can't exceed 25mm. M.2 drives labeled as 2230, 2242, 2260, 2280, or 22110 should fit this category, and most without a cooling structure will be fine. Just remember that if you go with a cooling structure, to make sure it stays within the specified dimensions. Following these specifications, which I know can definitely be a lot, will allow you to use your internal SSD just like the one included with your PS5. You can download, copy, and play PS5 and PS4 games on this SSD. However, not every SSD will perform at the same speed as the one the system launches with, but it should work very well so long as it meets the recommended specs. Now, the most important part, where can I get this SSD? And what are some good ones that already fit the spec sheet without having to research? Before I answer that, I want to say again that this is currently in beta testing and any information here is subject to change, so be cautious if you buy one before. As of right now, the only confirmed SSD to be compatible with the PS5 is the FireCuda 530 Gen 4 PCIe from Seagate. It has been confirmed by Jeff Park, country manager for Seagate Technology Australia and New Zealand via Finder.com. Unfortunately, for us in the States, this product is out of stock, but you should follow its restocking page as it's likely to restock very soon, and it'll be listed in New Zealand in early August. Seagate's sites list a bunch of retailers that you can purchase from, but they're all sold out as of right now. Also remember that this is specifically the 530 that's approved, not the 520, as that is likely what'll show up when you try to find the 530. Here is also the price options you can expect to pay when it does come back in stock. For the FireCuda 530 500GB model, it'll be $149.99. For the 1TB model, it'll be $254.99. The 2TB model will be $514.99, with the 4TB model coming in at just under $1,000. And for the heatsink model, we have $169.99, $274.99, $569.99, and $1,049.99 respectively. That may seem like a lot to spend given that your PS5 was already $399 or $499 depending on the model you got, but these SSDs are really advanced and the price is in line with what it offers. Links to Seagate's site and Amazon's listings will be in the description. As of right now, this is the only confirmed internal SSD to be compatible with the PS5, but many more manufacturers will undoubtedly come forward. In fact, Western Digital announced that their SN850 PCIe Gen 4 SSD was compatible with the PS5, but later retracted that information. Needless to say, more will follow, and as soon as they do, I'll update the description with links and supporting pages of every reputable listing. In the future, I'll do a roundup of every confirmed compatible SSD for the PS5 and post that video. I'm just happy that we finally have an SSD that we can use for a PS5 because my system's running out of storage. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please leave a like as it helps tremendously, and consider subscribing as I'll be covering everything PlayStation and gaming. I'm Khalid, and I'll see you guys in the next one.